Hello friends, welcome to this video. Today in this video, we will study volume of right circular cylinder.
Look, I'm making candles for Christmas preparation today.
These are so wonderful and beautiful. How many candles are you going to make, Thomas?
I am thinking that I will make 20 such candles so that I can decorate the whole house with them.
Oh, wow! But you will need a lot of wax to make so many candles.
Oh yes, I had not thought about it. But how do I find out how much wax I will need to make 20 candles?
Oh, come on! Just as we find solutions to other problems through mathematics. That means it's math time! Look, Thomas, each candle is a right circular cylinder. The amount of wax used to make each candle will be equal to the space it occupies, that is, its volume.
In the previous standard, we learned the formula for the volume of right circular cylinder. But I don't remember it now. Do you remember the formula?
I don't remember this formula either. But we can find it again. Each candle is a right circular cylinder because its curved part is perpendicular to its base. Imagine that each candle is made of thin circular layers of negligible thickness, and the radius of each circular layer is r. Now, if the height of each candle is h, then we can say that the space enclosed by each candle, that is, its volume, will be equal to the area of each circular layer multiplied by its height. The area of each layer is equal to pi r square, and here the height of the candle is h. Therefore, we can say that the volume of the right circular cylinder is equal to pi r square h, where r is the radius of the base and h is the height of the right circular cylinder.
Oh wow, Manas! We found the formula for the volume of a right circular cylinder. Now, I will solve this by writing the radius of the base of the candle 3 centimeters in place of r and the height of the candle 14 centimeters in place of h. The volume of each candle is 396 cubic centimeters. This means I would need 396 cubic centimeters of wax to make each candle. And I want to make 20 such candles. For this, I will need 396 times 20. That is 7,920 cubic centimeters of wax.
Let us go back to our world and buy wax from the market. Then we will make candles together.
The two friends made 20 candles together and decorated Thomas's house with those candles. In this video, we studied about the volume of right circular cylinder. We learned 1. What is the volume of right circular cylinder? 2. How to find volume of right circular cylinder. In the next video, we will see some interesting examples based on this. Hello friends, welcome to this video. In the previous video, we studied about the volume of right circular cylinder. Now, in this video, let us look at interesting examples based on volume of right circular cylinder.
Thomas, here, have some orange juice. My mother made it for this evening's party.
This is delicious, Manas.
Yes, mother has filled this pot completely with orange juice for the party.
How much juice would there be in this pot?
I don't know this, but we can definitely find the answer through mathematics. That means it's math time! Look, Thomas, this vessel is a right circular cylinder because its curved part is perpendicular to its base. And because the vessel is completely filled with juice and the thickness of the pot is negligible, the space occupied by the juice in the vessel is equal to the space occupied by the vessel. In other words, the volume of the juice is equal to the volume of the vessel.
And I now remember the formula for the volume of a right circular cylinder very well. The volume of a right circular cylinder is pi r square h, where r is the radius of the cylinder's base and h is its height.
Well done, Thomas! Now, for solving this, we will just replace r and h in this formula with the radius of the base of the vessel 15 centimeters and height of the vessel 35 centimeters respectively. Look, Thomas, the volume of the vessel is 24,750 cubic centimeters. This means that the volume of the juice filled in the pot is also 24,750 cubic centimeters.
But Manas, this is in cubic centimeter and we measure juice in liters, don't we?
Yes, Thomas. See, 1 cubic centimeter is equal to 1 milliliter. Therefore, we can say that the volume of juice is 24,750 milliliters. And because 1000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter, the volume of the juice is 24,750 divided by 1000. That is 24.75 liters.
Wow! Let us go back to our world. There are just a few hours left for the party to start. You also have to help mother. I will help you too.
The two friends together did all the preparations for the party. With this example, we have seen how our daily life problems can be solved based on volume of right circular cylinder. In the next video, we will see some fun examples based on this. Welcome to this video. In the previous video, we saw an interesting example based on volume of right circular cylinder. Today, in this video, we will see some fun examples based on volume of right circular cylinder.
Thomas, will you come to the market with me? My mother has asked me to buy a tap.
Yes, let's go.
Uncle, please give me a tap.
Here you go. Uncle, You seem a bit upset. What is the matter? Actually, I want to make an iron pipe. I know its inner diameter is 2 centimeters, outer diameter 2.5 centimeters, and length 35 centimeters. And I also know that the mass of 1 cubic centimeter of iron is equal to 7 grams. But I can't find out how much iron will I need to make the pipe.
Thomas, we can find the solution to Uncle's problem through mathematics. That means it's math time! Look, Thomas, because the pipe has some thickness, so it has 2 diameters. The iron required to make the pipe is occupying the space between its internal and external surfaces. Therefore, we can find the iron used to make the pipe by subtracting its internal volume from its outer volume.
Yes, Manas. And see, both the inner and outer surfaces of the pipe are right circular cylinders because their curved parts are perpendicular to their circular base.
Absolutely right, Thomas. We can write the volume of the inner right circular cylinder of the pipe as pi r1 square h, where r1 is the radius of the inner base of the cylinder and h is its height. And we can write the volume of the outer right circular cylinder of the pipe as pi r2 square h, where r2 is the radius of the outer base of the right circular cylinder and h is its height. As I told you earlier, the iron used to make the pipe is equal to the difference between the volumes of its outer and inner right circular cylinders. The diameter of the inner right circular cylinder part of the pipe is 2 centimeters. That is, its radius will be 1 centimeter. And the diameter of the outer right circular cylindrical portion of the pipe is 2.5 centimeters. This means its radius will be 1.25 centimeters. Let us now write the radius of the inner cylindrical part 1 centimeter instead of R1 and radius of outer cylindrical part of the pipe 1.25 centimeter instead of R2 respectively. And then also write the height of the pipe 35 centimeters instead of h.
Now it's my turn. I will solve it quickly in this way. We know that 1 cubic centimeter of iron is equal to 7 grams. Therefore, the mass of iron used in the pipe is 61.875 times 7. That is 433.125 grams. Look, Manas, Uncle needs 433.125 grams of iron for the pipe.
Haha, come on, Thomas. Let us quickly return to our world. Uncle will be waiting for us.
The two friends told Uncle the amount of iron needed to make the pipe. On knowing this, Uncle thanked both of them and appreciated their intelligence. Friends, in this video, we saw a fun example based on volume of right circular cylinder. So hopefully, now you have a good understanding of volume of right circular cylinder.